It's a winter wonderland.
Wow, you produced all that milk, Spike? That's impressive. You don't even have cow parts.
Who's clopping down here?
Twilight?
I heard a
Hi,
clop.
Spike.
A clop upon my.
It's the middle of the night. Why are you pacing like this?
Frankly, I don't know how you can sleep at a time like this.
3 a.m.?
Yeah, how can you sleep at 3
I was
a.m.?
sleeping on tomes, old and
I
forgotten.
don't understand. What's wrong?
When suddenly I heard someone
Now do you see what's wrong?
trotting at my.
You forgot to celebrate Arbor Day?
No!
She said,
Problem is, I just
scheduling,
finished planning my schedule
scheduling
for the month, but I
forevermore.
forgot to leave time to plan for next month.
Oh my god, it's a
There's no
travesty.
time in my schedule to put together another schedule.
But there's time to worry about scheduling your schedule.
Yes. How about you reschedule what you're doing now to never?
This is an absolute disaster.
If
My whole
only
year could be
Spike
right
were
now.
awake enough to tell her this.
An ice cream dream for this.
He wants to go back to his ice cream dream.
My little pony.
He
My
wasted
little
good.
pony. My little pony. I just want to
friendship would be
my
little pony.
Yes, yes, that's with me. We can adventure tons of fun. A beautiful heart, faithful and strong. Carry kindness, easy feet. Magic makes it all complete. Yeah, my little pony.
Snow Oil, my very best friend.
Run.
Oh no! Heart attack. Save me. Whoa.
Survival of the fittest.
Bitch.
Oh my gosh.
I
Look
write
at
from
this.
the bottom
If I could find
up.
a way to read the art of invisibility spells and Thornhoof's brief history of Canterlot at the same time,
I can solve the world's energy crisis.
scheduling window. Huh?
Invisibility spell. Invisible Twilight does not sound like the thing I want to have in my town.
Blinded by the light.
I actually wonder what books fell through the time portal. Couldn't she just read the time scroll, which Twilight had left carelessly by herself, and was probably spewed out?
Twilight.
My
I
maid!
need to listen to
I
you.
like the music
Who are
here.
you? I mean, you're
Such
me,
fabulous-
like I need too.
Such
What
crimes
you
against
do is
fabulosity,
not
Twilight.
scientifically
They
possible.
cannot be
You are not
withheld.
scientifically possible.
I really
must
like
hide
her
I have a very
mane.
important message for
You must
from the
hide
future.
from Rarity before it's too
From the
late.
future?
The fashion police
That's
are
right,
upon
now
us.
listen. What happened to you? The future must be awful. Please, I don't have much time. Is there some sort of epic pony war in the distant
No,
future or something?
your stylist
Actually,
is
I'm
just
from next
horrible.
Tuesday morning. But that's not important right now. I can't believe time travel is really
Next
possible.
Tuesday. It's
How
always
did you-
worse
I mean,
than this
I figured it
Tuesday.
out. The time spells are in the
Why?
Canterlot archive.
Because
But
next
that's not
Monday
really
comes right
rare.
before it.
I've never seen them. They're in the Star Swirl the Bearded Wing. Now you have to listen to. Is time travel fun or does it hurt? I have so many questions. I have something extremely
Tell me your
important to tell you about
science.
the future, and I only have a few
Your
seconds
hook
to
tastes like
listen.
delicious.
Whatever you do, Future Twilight? Oh no!
She's
What
just
was she trying to
gone,
warn
and she
me
left
about?
this giant
Who are
scorch
you
mark
talking
right in
to?
the middle.
That scar! What a mess she is!
And
I
now
mean,
Spike's
I
gonna
am.
have to clean up this scorch mark.
She must want me to prevent whatever horrible thing happens in the future.
Cubes. I love those background cubes.
Yay!
It's a good thing she can get grip with air. Enough to do
She
that.
already proved she could walk on air.
Well, then why does she need those balloons, Juan? Was
She
it
doesn't-
all a game of puppets and strings?
She was just
Was it
carrying
all
it.
a game of
Really
puppets and
important to say.
strings?
Everyone, I have really something important to say, okay?
This is no
You
laughing
shouldn't.
matter. We have
You
a
shouldn't
crisis
insult
on
the
our hands.
Marx brother.
I've just been
He
visited
could
by
have all
myself
of his
from the
brothers.
future.
Go.
This isn't a joke. My future self tried to warn me about a horrible disaster that's going to occur sometime before
Future
next
me,
Tuesday morning.
always
What kind
knowing
of
that
disaster?
something's going to
I don't
happen.
know. I got sucked back into
Why
the
does
future
future
before
you
it
never
fades
come
away.
with good news? Hey, hey, hey.
Everyone, follow that pony.
Twilight. How do we stop the disaster?
Really,
We don't know what
really
it is.
slowly.
We'll just have to work together to make sure we're safe. Rainbow Dash, you and the other Pegasi spread out over Equestria and look for any kind of problem
Yes,
that could lead to a disaster.
get your Air
And
Force
I
nice
mean
and spread out in
anything.
case anything attacks town.
Everybody else?
Do what she's doing.
Any pony else want to panic with me?
I do.
No?
Me.
Anybody besides Tristan?
Time
I do.
monster-proof Equestria.
Like I said, nobody wants to panic with you. I do.
No, that is not Rarity Applejack shipping.
It's just a napkin, people. Just a napkin.
And no, that is not Water Tower and Water Hose shipping.
It's just water, people. Yep. And no, that ship isn't shipping. It's actually just a passenger ship.
Apparently Pinky's hair was a danger to Equestria.
Done.
And they couldn't
It could have
stop
gotten
it.
in her eyes.
The perimeter's clear.
Then she would have been blind, then she would have stumbled into things, thus destroying the entirety of Equestria.
Well,
You know, I think
Because
that,
when Pinkie Pie falls,
future
impossibility is
Twilight looked like she'd
possible.
been through a horrible
you know, I
ordeal.
think that Applejack followed, or Rarity followed Applejack this entire time to keep her clean, because she just couldn't
I
stand
figured
up to
Rarity
that.
just followed Applejack, so Applejack would do the work, while she just stood there.
Everyone, calmly panic. And now everyone
It is
panic.
of my professional opinion that now is the time to panic!
But all the ancient evil creatures that have been
Aw, he tried to
strawberries.
eat the strawberries.
Destroy Equestria? Yeah! Isn't it great?
Yeah!
Cerberus.
It sounds fantastic!
Obedience training.
Yep.
Magic obedience training.
I'm going to mind control you, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it.
Little three-headed dog. Wow.
It's
I knew
not
you were good
you.
with animals, but
I've got another one. Back home.
guy who got out of his yard, that's all. Right, Cerberus? Who's a good boy?
His
Who's a good boy?
I'm sorry, but his legs just look pathetic.
Pinky,
Yes, Twilight?
do you have a ball I can borrow?
I have balls stashed all over Ponyville.
If only she had given that to Spike, then that poor little pony wouldn't be without a ball.
And there are so many ball-based emergencies in Ponyville, like,
Maybe she's finally prepared for them. Or maybe this whole preparedness episode has just made her prepare for every emergency she could think of. What I'm really thinking about is why does she have so many stashes around
Go on
town?
epic adventures more often. Best night's sleep I've had in weeks.
Spike sleeps in the kitty
How'd it
bed.
go with Cerberus?
Great! I got him back before any of the evil creatures could escape.
You are sure it's on. I'll check mine. It's
No.
good.
What's the big deal? It's just a lost dog flyer. I guess the
Lozenge.
princess hasn't heard we found Cerberus yet.
It's not that. It's this.
A paper cut? Come on,
No, I
Twilight,
was
you really
pointing
need
to the
toughen up.
grease.
Just clean
All
it out
over
and
my
we'll be
hoof.
fine.
hey, a paper cut is a very dangerous medical problem.
It's more likely to get infected than gigantic wounds.
Still coming.
Wounds.
If the disaster wasn't
Wounds
caused
is
by
a fun
Cerberus
word.
getting loose,
Say it with
then
me.
what could it possibly be?
Wounds.
I don't know, but maybe you ought to give the pacing a rest. You've worn a groove into the floor.
I don't have time for another one of your lectures, Spike. This is serious.
My lecture.
Plus, I was digging a moat anyway.
Think of to change the
People
future.
should listen
But
to
it
Spike's
didn't work.
lectures. I find that his theories on astrophysics are quite
Maybe it's what
prevalent.
I don't do. If
Now,
I
his
stand
work
right
on
here and
string
double the
theory
muscle
is
until
gaining
next
ground,
Tuesday, I
but
can't
I just
possibly
don't
do whatever
feel
the
that I can
Creature
support
Twilight
it
wanted to
yet.
warn me not to do.
You know, technically this was the very right thing for her to do.
So,
Actually,
no matter
no,
what
but not
happens,
doing
you're not
anything
gonna move a
changes
muscle.
reality horribly.
Then maybe
If anyone has ever read the story Dude, there's actually a little line where Paul says this. Paul is the Quizrat Hatteract. He can see forward and backwards in time. He knows people. He can also see the present in its wholeness.
He's gonna get a
See
brain
every
freeze.
Read Dune, people. It's a great
Pick up a
read.
stomachache.
Stomachache, huh? That's Future Spike's problem.
Your logic, it makes no sense.
Sure it does. Watch, I'm gonna punch myself in the future.
Clear and what's going
Now
on?
future. Oh!
Are you gonna stop it?
Why, future
She
me?
sure
Why'd
isn't.
you punch
In
me
fact,
back?
She's not gonna move till next Tuesday. She thinks it'll prevent the disaster from happening.
Future me is kind of a jerk.
This is too rich. Hey, Twilight, there's a mouse right behind you.
That's a lot of self-control right there.
Wait,
I'd be
wait,
fine
wait,
with a
let me
mouse.
try.
Now, if they said rat. No. Bad people.
Spike can
Stop thinking.
Spike can now use fireballs.
What happened?
Spike,
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
Spike
I
can
was a
learn
total
flamethrower now,
Show me.
but he already knows 4
I'm not
moves.
so sure
Which
that's
move
a
would you like to?
Nick.
Ember, no.
This is the same main
Send,
as future
no.
Twilight.
Fly, yes.
Doesn't look too bad.
So that's
I don't
where
care
my
how it
wings
looks.
went.
It's just another sign that the future hasn't changed. Not doing anything didn't work either. Wait,
Well, that's
Well,
because you did something.
Actually,
Happens so I
it is.
can stop
Yeah, I
You
mean,
want to see
seriously.
the future? I might know some pony who can help.
What's this?
Fluttershy.
Madam Pinky's place.
Madam Pinky?
Or Madam Pinky.
Enter the chamber of Madame Pinkie Pie. For
Shouldn't
the
she just say the
answers we
names?
seek, let us consult the mystical
Nah.
orb of fate's destiny.
I once went to a
Do you like my
clairvoyance
mystical
meeting.
orb of fate's
It
destiny?
was cancelled
Just got
due
it.
for
Unforeseen
unseen
circumstances.
Oh, oh. Laugh at my lame, dry jokes, people.
For soon it will reveal
Her
all.
face looks funny.
Ah, yes, I see something
Look at her feet.
new.
Her feet are funny.
Of the future.
My face sure does look funny in this.
You, Twilight, you will get a really cool birthday present next year.
Yes,
Oh yeah!
That's it.
are
That's
you
all
sure?
I needed to know. I'm pleased.
Pinky,
Oh
I
no,
need your
my mic
pinky
went
sense
off.
to tell me what
I'm
the
not sure
impending
how
disaster
long
is
or
that
when.
future Twilight was trying to warn me about.
Oh, my fortune telling has nothing to do with my pinky sense, silly.
No,
It's only good for
it goes in
big
my
and
head.
events.
You're gonna turn it off.
Like that. See? Where did that even come from?
Pinkie Pie from the future.
La, 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 la.
Also, to mention that, I wonder when in this episode I'm going to get punched.
Hope she still isn't mad.
Ironically, it wasn't where the ironicness would be.
Off by
Tesla
The science.
Carry the 15.
Build me 1 billion Tesla coils. But sir, you're a microbiologist. I didn't sign up into this science lab for no Tesla coils at
As
all.
long as I can keep eating ice cream.
Instead of lights, I want Tesla coils.
Ah,
Tesla coils.
Are you okay?
Ah, Pinky.
I'm just
I'm
really
glad you're
passionate
here.
about
Can
Tesla
you help
coils,
me recalibrate
people.
the apertures on the 9 1/4 catadioptric telescopes?
Sure. So I was thinking.
I know
I saw
exactly
you
what
see
I'm
Madam
And
doing.
the flower pot landed on my head. See the bandage?
I'm a
Just
filly,
like the
and
band
I
from
have
the
no
future?
idea what's going
Nice.
on.
I had an epiphany after that flower pot. Doing things didn't
Standing
work.
there, you've
Not doing things
recalibrated
didn't work,
everything.
And I couldn't predict the future either, so I only had one other choice. Monitor everything.
Everything.
That way, no matter what happens
Everything?
in the future, I'll be
Like
ready.
that guy?
Monitor
And that
all
guy?
the things?
Horse said Nebula, but after
Monitor
staring
all
at it
the
for 3
things.
straight hours, I realized I was wrong.
3 hours? But when did you sleep?
Spike's
Spike.
ice cream
I
hat.
haven't slept since future Twilight was here.
Spike,
There are only 3
binge
days left
ice
until next
creamer.
Tuesday. I can sleep all I want after that.
you've been awake too long, Twilight.
Yeah.
Well,
she's
really,
about 2 days
he's
from
been
now.
ing.
Tuesday's tomorrow.
He bins.
Did you finish recalibrating the apertures on the 9 1/4 catadioptric telescopes?
I threw a rock at it.
Yeah.
Perfectly recalibrated everything.
Blinded by the light.
Twilight, observing everything, still doesn't know where the sun is.
Pirate with a really weird name cut.
You look like Pip, sort of. No, I'm a secondary character now.
Prevent the catastrophe. If Tuesday's tomorrow and the disaster
Actual
happens
math
by Tuesday
equations,
morning,
people.
then there's
Go-
only
go-
one
go check 'em
solution. I'll just have to
They equal 3.
time.
I've done some calculations, and ice cream is very delicious.
The Canterlot archives are right over there. Let's move.
What flavor of ice cream is Spike even eating? It's
Strawberry?
pink.
It's
Yeah, but
strawberry.
it has little chocolate chip chunks in it.
strawberry with chocolate chip chunks,
I
obviously.
don't think we need to sneak around, Twilight. It's not illegal to walk around Canterlot.
No, wait, those are little frozen strawberries. Spike's a strawberry man. I can understand. I too like the strawberry.
My God, it's like they're invisible.
Which puts me in a minority.
Close.
Ice
I
cream
don't know why
lovers.
we have to wear these things either.
Aren't we
Kinky.
wearing them for fun?
No, there's nothing fun about this.
Oh,
Okay, not kinky. Just for
Focus,
stealth.
guys. The only way to
Although
prevent
with
this
all the
disaster is to stop
stretching and
time.
rubber
Time
chafing
cells are kept
sounds,
in the
I'm
Star
not
Swirl
sure
of
it's
the
very
Bearded Wing,
stealthy.
the most secure section of the archive.
awesome!
What's with the guys over there in the weird outfits? I don't know. I don't care.
I'm off in 5 hours.
Understand how sneaking into the archive
The sun
could
will
help
be
a
up in a
friend out
few
about a
hours.
birthday present.
The coast is clear. Now slowly lift me into the window so
Dun,
we
dun,
can...
dun, 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 dun,
Totally
dun,
James
dun,
Bond.
dun, dun, dun.
Let's get this over with.
Well, Spike is. Stealthiest people alive. Oh, he doesn't even throw his flashlight into the dark corner.
He just shines it around for looks.
My ice cream!
I love how Pinky's not even on the right side.
And somehow Spike held a grip
Calculations
without
are
any
correct.
hand.
The Star Swirl of the Bearded Wing should be right here.
Twilight,
What is it, Spike?
isn't this where we came in?
Cool. Can we climb in the window again? That was super fun.
I don't understand.
It would be pretty
It's
awesome to
supposed
climb
be
through the
right
window
here.
again.
How are we supposed to find it now?
Maybe we should ask some pony in the Star Swirl the Bearded Wing.
Huh? How'd I miss that? Look at all those
I don't know.
magic
Maybe
squares.
because you don't read
There are
things.
More than I ever imagined.
Twilight, the guard!
What do we do? What do we do?
We could just hide in plain sight and hope they don't notice us.
Hey, Twilight. Haven't seen you
Where's
in
my
a while.
box?
Let me open that for you.
Wait, aren't you gonna stop me? Nope, I'm off in a minute, so,
No,
it's Bill's
actually,
problem.
the library is open to everybody.
I look just like
Didn't you know that?
Twilight, the last
Then why do you
design
guard the
true.
books?
And that's
There's not really much to guard in Equestria.
It's almost
It was
too
either
good.
guard these
A
books
disaster
or guard that pile of mud over there. I admit it was a tough decision. I spent 3 weeks training to guard that pile of mud, but unfortunately all the positions were filled up. Must not sleep. Must think of ice cream. Ice cream.
Twilight, it's over.
Ice cream, so
Officially
sweet and
Tuesday
tasty.
morning.
Ice cream,
No.
tasty ice cream.
Tuesday morning. The disaster. Incoming!
I love how she pushes Spike out of the way of the window.
With stretch arms.
I don't see any disasters. It looks like a pretty nice day.
Kaboom!
Good morning, Twilight. Love the new hairstyle.
Sparkle,
Well, happy Tuesday.
sparkle.
Meanwhile, Celestia thinks.
Sneaking around
And meanwhile,
here.
Celestia thinks, my God, what has happened to that girl? Did I make a mistake?
That I've just been making myself frantic over nothing?
Yes.
I don't
She's
get it.
gone savage.
Where does he keep getting the ice cream?
Then what was she trying to tell
Magic infinite regenerating ice cream spell?
I don't know.
I thought
But
this
do
was
know
the Star
one
Swirl, the
thing.
Bearded Wing.
I
Was he the creator
Maybe
of...
he has maybe he has a
It's all because
Mobius
I
ice
couldn't
cream
stop worrying
patch.
and let the future handle
Or
itself.
maybe he actually found the ice cream
Well,
spell
not
in there.
anymore. From now on, I'm gonna
Star
solve
Swirl the
problems as they
Bearded was
come
pretty
and
BA.
stop worrying
Chances
about
are
the
he made an
little
ice cream
thing.
spell.
I mean,
That's
just look
great.
at how
Does
many
that mean there won't be any more late night
scrolls
pacing?
and
No more late night
tomes and
pacing.
such
If
there
only I had
is.
learned this lesson a week ago, we wouldn't have had to go through all this.
Twilight, I
Or
found
would
something.
we? Dun dun
Dun,
dun
dun,
dun.
dun.
Ow!
Says you can go
God.
back once and it only
Pass,
lasts for a
Richard.
few moments.
Bastard, I'm gonna punch you!
Pinky, you're a genius!
Woohoo!
Now I
Yes,
can go back and tell
causality is
Twilight that she
fixed
doesn't need
by
to go berserk
rage.
with worry about a disaster that's never gonna come.
Causality protected by sleep deprivation. You spin me right round, baby.
Hey, hey, hey. Well, while she's gone, let's say funny things about her.
Ooh, we could put the cage right over there, and when she comes back, she'll be in it.
It's not scientifically possible. You are not scientifically possible.
My
Twilight,
God,
please,
is this what I sound
I have a
like?
message for you from the future.
It's
You're
never
from
good
the
to see
future?
yourself in the flesh.
That's right. Now listen. What happened to you?
I love how like
Must be
80% of this is recycled from the very beginning.
Some sort of epic
Recycled.
war in the distant future or something?
It's the
Actually,
same
I'm
way
next
as
Tuesday
saying
morning,
hot
but that's
dog.
not important right
My
now.
Little
Can't
Pony.
believe you
Green.
Hot dog.
They're going green. Recycling
I
scenes.
figured
Hot
it out.
dog.
The time spells are in the
Hot
Canterlot
dog.
archives, but that's not really where. I've never
Hot
seen
dog.
them. They're in the Star Swirl, the Bearded Wing. Now you have to listen to. Is time travel fun, or does it hurt? I have so many
It hurts.
questions.
Like a
It's
bitch.
extremely important
Well, you
to
know,
know
there's
the
all this
future.
electricity coursing through my body, so yes.
Waste your time worrying about. I can't believe I just did that.
Like I said, causality, protected by sleep
Remember
deprivation
last
and
week when Future
curiosity.
Twilight came to warn me about something? That was me trying to warn myself not to worry so much. Now I'm gonna spend the next week freaking out about a disaster that doesn't even exist. Ugh.
I've got to admit, that is not the most efficient hourglass I've ever seen.
It seems to keep
I
going
guess
and
you're
going
right,
and going.
It seems to sputter a bit.
My stomach.
Is it the Energizer
I
Bunny?
think it's all that ice cream.
No.
I thought the stomach ache would
You
be
don't
Future's
think?
problem.
You
But
don't
now
say.
I am Future Spike. Oh.
Forsooth. Why, past Spike, did thou punish us so?
Come on,
Oh, Future Spike. I knew him well.
Let's get you home.
But, yeah, Spike gets off pretty good with that.
Credits!
I mean, he eats like 2,500 tubs of ice cream and only has one ice cream stump.
Credits, we bow to you. We bow to you.
That place is
I bow only to my Lord Master.
Again,
Delicious, 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 deliciousness.
and again, we have a commercial dominated by ponies.
9 a.m. Pacific, only on the Hub.
Woo! Hasbro! They make toys.